Namaste, children.
How are you all? I hope you are all safe and healthy. Yes? Okay. So eat healthy and stay healthy. So what's the lesson we are learning on? Lesson 4, healthy practices. Okay. There are units. So what are the concepts we have done last week? Healthy practices by using computers and gadgets. Okay. So here you can able to see do's and don'ts of computer. Okay. Next, healthy practices by using mobile devices. Okay. So do's and don'ts. Okay. So today we are going to learn about the concept of following asanas and its benefits. Okay, so pranayama, Vegapara Pranamasana, Nadavarasana, Tandavasana, Vegapadasana. Let us move to today's class, children.
Okay, children, let us move to the concept of asanas and its benefits. So, what are the asanas we are going to see? Pranayama, Yegapada Pranamasana, Nadavarasana, Tandavasana, Yegapadasana. So, we are going to see how to perform these asanas and also its benefits. Let us move to the first asana. So, first we have Pranayama. So, what is the other name of Pranayama is breathing exercise. Okay, so breathing exercise like pranayama have many benefits such as calming the mind and improving concentration. So I have given 4 pictures. Okay, these are the steps to do the pranayama. Okay, so first step, you have to sit comfortably and close your eyes. So next, close the right nostril with the thumb of your right hand. Inhale slowly through the left nostril to your lungs capacity. So third step, close your left nostril with the right and the middle fingers of the right hand and open the right nostril. Exhale slowly through the right nostril. Okay, so now inhale through the right nostril for the fourth step. So close the right nostril by pressing it with the right thumb. Open the left nostril and breathe out slowly. Okay, so these are the steps of pranayama. So next we can move to Egapada Pranamasana. So what is the other name of Egapada Pranamasana is one-legged prayer pose. You can able to see here. Okay, so what is the use of it? It strengthens the muscles of the ankle and foot. Okay, it also develop nervous balance. Okay, so you have to stand straight with your feet together and arms relaxed by the sides. So next step, bend your right leg, hold the ankle and place the sole of the foot on the inside of the left thigh. Okay, the heel should be close to the perineum and the right knee should point out to the side. Okay, that is the second step. Third one, hold your foot there until your body is balanced. Place your hands in prayer position in front of your chest for the final position. So the last step is to, you have to stand in the prayer position. So this is the Yegapada Pranamasana. It is also called as one-legged prayer pose. Okay. So next we have Nadavarasana. So what is the other name of Nadavarasana means? Flute playing pose. Okay, here also we are going to follow 4 steps to do this asana. So what is the benefit of this asana is to help to develop concentration and body balance. Okay, you have to stand with your feet together and focus at a fixed point at the eye level. Okay, and you have to place your right foot to the outside of the left half with the toes above the floor and the sole of the foot at almost vertical. Okay, rest the side of the right half against the left shin. Raise both the hands to the right as if playing a. Okay, can you able to see Lord Krishna, right? So how he will stand? Like that you have to stand. Okay, the fourth step is turn your head slightly to the left and focus your eyes at a point on the floor. Hold the final position for as long as it is comfortable. Okay, so what is the benefit of this asana? It helps us to develop concentration and body balance. Okay, so next we are moving to the Tandavasana. Here we are going to follow 6 steps. Okay, so it is also called as dance form pose. Okay, so what is the benefit of this asana means? It balances the body and develops mental concentration. Okay, so let us see how to perform this asana. You have to stand straight with your feet slightly apart. Okay, bend and raise your left knee such as that your thigh is horizontal, the foot is pointing away from the body slightly to the right of the right leg. Bend the right knee slightly. Okay. Place your left arm parallel to your left thigh with the palm and the fingers facing downwards. Okay. Then your fourth step is to bend the right elbow so that the right palm faces forward and the forearm is vertical. So what is your fifth step? You have to, your right elbow should be just behind your left wrist. Okay. So next, in the sixth step, you have to release the pose and repeat the exercise with the other leg. You have to stand straight and look straight. Breathe normally throughout the exercise. Okay. So practice up to 3 times on each side, holding the position for as long as possible each time. So if you do this asana, what it will happen? It balance the body and develop mental concentration. Okay, children. So straighten the other 3 fingers so that they are relaxed and slightly apart. So that is called as the Jnana Mudra. Okay, you can able steps 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so next we are moving to the last asana, that is Ekapadasana. So what is the other name of Ekapadasana? It is also called as one foot pose. Okay, so what is the benefit of Ekapadasana? It strengthens the arm, wrist, hip and leg muscles. So if you perform these asanas, your arm, wrist, hip and leg muscles will be strengthened. Okay, so first you have to relax your body in a standing position with the feet together. Next, raise your arms directly above the head and interlock the fingers with your palm facing downward. Inhale while raising the arm. Okay, then you have to bend forward from the hip, keeping the trunk, head and arm parallel to the ground. Okay, simultaneously you have to raise the left leg straight backward, keeping it in line with the trunk. Next, fourth one, hold the final position for as long as possible. Then slowly return to the initial position. So inhale while returning to the upright position. Exhale while lowering your arm. Repeat the exercise with the right leg. So these are the steps to do the Ekapadasana. Okay, children. So what is the other name of Ekapadasana? It is called as one foot pose, and then it strengthens the arm, wrist, hips and leg muscles. So far in the lockdown, we are sitting for a long time and you are using the computer or laptop or mobile phones. So you may feel some uh, effort or any other things. Okay, so to keep your body relaxed, you have to follow these asanas and you will feel relaxed. Okay, so next we can move to the activity. So here I have given 3 questions. You have to read these questions and you have to suggest an asana for each of the following scenario. Okay, so the first question, Ankit wants to strengthen the muscles of his ankle and foot so that he can be better soccer player. Okay, so you have to suggest an asana for him. Sonali wants to improve her attention, calm her mind and refresh herself after, and Ravi is a good table tennis player. He wants to keep the muscles of his arm, wrist, hip and legs in good shape. So you have to suggest an asana for this scenario. Next, you have to read the description and you have to identify the asana. Okay, this is also referred as one-legged prayer pose. The benefit of this exercise include it helps to develop nervous balance and strengthen muscles of ankle and foot. Second question, this exercise is also referred to as flute playing pose. It helps us to balance the body and develop mental concentration. This exercise is also referred to as a dance form pose. It helps us to balance the body and develop mental concentration. So you have to read this description and you have to identify the asanas. Okay, children. So next, match the following. So you have to match the correct things. Okay, children. So do these activities in your activity notebook. So we have totally seen 5 asanas and their other names and also his benefits. Okay, so do these asanas in your day-to-day life and be healthy. Okay, children.
The concept we have learned, Prana, the concept of pranayama, Ekapada